The President of the United States now wants to tax his neighbor for the wind. Wildfire smoke drifts south across the border, and Donald Trump's answer is not a firefighting crew or a climate summit. It is a bill. From Berlin, this is the kind of story you read twice to make sure it is real. Europe has spent decades building cross-border mechanisms for exactly this: shared air, shared water, shared consequences. The idea that smoke has a nationality and that nationality can be invoiced is a distinctly American innovation. And it lands the same week the United States is preparing to host a World Cup final. Here is what is actually happening. Dozens of wildfires are burning across the Canadian province of Ontario and the Northern American state of Minnesota. The smoke has smothered the northeastern United States and Canada alike, Toronto, Chicago, Detroit, Washington. The Manhattan skyline vanished into haze. The city smelled of burning. Trump's response, posted on his own platform, was to declare that the costs to the United States would, his word, inevitably be added to the existing tariffs on Canadian imports. He accused Canada of failing to properly maintain its forests and undergrowth, claiming Americans were being burdened with air that is dangerous and completely unacceptable. He said he would call Prime Minister Mark Carney to ask what Canada was doing about it. Notice what is missing. The scientific consensus attributes North American wildfires primarily to climate change. The one explanation that would require the United States to look inward rather than northward. It is far simpler to bill Ottawa for the smoke than to admit the atmosphere does not respect a customs union. And here is the detail Americans should sit with: the smoke does not stop at the 49th parallel. Minnesota is burning too. Chicago and Washington are choking on it. If air pollution can be tariffed, the United States is, by its own president's logic, partly taxing itself. Canada, for its part, is not playing along. Ontario's Premier, Doug Ford, offered the response that European ears will find refreshingly blunt. Instead of blathering and complaining, he said, politicians should send help, because that is exactly what we did for our American friends. In other words, we fought your fires. You are drafting an invoice. Then there is the World Cup final on Sunday in New Jersey, Argentina against Spain, in a region already tasting the smoke. Trump did not mention it. The World Health Organization expects the air to improve slightly by then, and rain is forecast. So the actual solution to this crisis may turn out to be weather, not tariffs, not a phone call, a cold front. What this episode reveals is a worldview in miniature. Every problem becomes a negotiation. Every neighbor becomes a counterparty. And a shared atmosphere, the most obvious common good there is, becomes just another line item in a trade dispute. From the outside, it is not intimidating. It is simply strange to watch a superpower try to bargain with the sky. That's the view from here. What does it look like where you are? Drop it in the comments and subscribe for the perspective American media won't give you.